Hello, YouTube. This is Set Free from the Trap Ministry. I'm here to share how this world that we live in, the world celebrates doing wrong. The world that we live in celebrates sin. The world celebrates doing wrong every single day, but can't deal with the consequences. Celebrate doing wrong is celebrated in music, in movies, in violent TV shows. The world celebrates doing wrong, but can't deal with the consequences. The world that we live in today celebrates doing wrong, but not deal with the consequences of sin. Sin. So in hip hop, doing wrong is celebrated. In the movies, in Hollywood, doing wrong is celebrated. This world that we live in celebrates doing wrong, but they cannot deal with the consequences. Sin has physical consequences. Sexual sin, that has consequences. Today in our world, people are sleeping with everything around town. Sex has become a drive-through today in the world. It's become like a drive-through fast fun. So today in our world that we live in, people celebrate doing wrong but can't deal with the consequences. Sin can cause international conflict with God and also lead to health issues, taking a physical toll on your body. And the sin you battle with can affect your blood pressure and sleeping patterns and depending on your lifestyle choices because of sin. Yes, celebrating the world celebrate doing wrong. The world celebrates doing wrong every single day. It's a lot of people in this world are doing what seems right, what they feel. Everybody's doing what they feel. I know none of us are perfect, but doing what you feel, that's dangerous. It says in Proverbs 12:14, there's a way of there's a way, there's a way, there's a way that appears to be right. There is a way that appears to be right, but in the end it leads to death. In our world today, people are doing what they feel, what seems right. It's a lot of stuff in this world that seems right, but in the end, it leads to death. People doing what they feel, what their emotions say. That's dangerous. So the world that we live in celebrate doing wrong, but can't deal with the consequences of it. So it says sin. Sin can cause sin, physical, sin can cause physical complications. Sin can cause international conflict with God and lead us to health issues. It can take a physical toll on your body, depending on the sin you battle with. It can cause high blood pressure and depression and sleeping patterns and destruction and your body depends on your lifestyle choices. So in our world today, sin is celebrated. It's celebrated in hip hop. It's celebrated in the movies. People don't seem to care about the consequences. Today in our world, people are doing what seems right. Everybody's going by what they feel. I feel, I think, I feel, I think. It says there is a way that appears to be right. There is a way, there is a way that appears to be right. There is a way that appears to be right. But in the end, it leads to death. In hip hop, the hip hop culture, they rap about death and destruction 24/7, and that's celebrated. That seems right to rap about that, but the Bible said in the end it leads to death. In the movies, in Hollywood, they put out these violent movies, but then guess what? That don't last long, no matter how much money they make. That leads to destruction too. This world is celebrating doing wrong, but they can't deal with the consequences of sin. It's celebrated on the radio, on TV. It's all celebrated. But I'm praying that God's goodness and kindness and love will lead them to repentance. They will let Jesus Christ change their thinking. Yes, yes, yes. There is a way that seems right. Man and woman ways seem right. It seems right, but it leads to death. It seems right. We live in a world where people doing what seems right. It seems right, but it leads to death. It leads to death. I'm praying that God's goodness and kindness and love will lead people to repentance. They will let God change their thinking, having a relationship with Christ. Bye bye. Set free from the trap ministry.